this makes me sad, G, because it's something so simple. Asking a woman to hear your perspective. I'm talking about our women, black women, to hear our perspective without including yourself, without making it all about you. That just seemed like a heavy lift for our sisters right now, man. And that's insane. Because, and I think Trev was speaking on it in terms of women don't value men. They don't see value in men. Where, I don't need a man, I want one. Or, you know what I'm saying? You got to have a JOB to be with me. Or, now I got a vibrator. I don't need you. Da, 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 da. All these things. I'm boss and independent. As if them degrees keeping you warm at night. Right? I got PA, all the buzzwords. But these are things that people are living out in real life. And then you see them 50, 60 years old still trying to act like they 21. You're supposed to be acting like you 50, 60 years old. You're supposed to have you a man. You're supposed to be riding off into the sunset. You still acting like you one of these I don't know, sorority chicks, man. Like this, I don't know, G. This one got me stuck because I'm talking about I'm out here. I'm outside, bro. I'm outside. And that makes me sad because it just seems like our sisters can't do it, man.
All right. Anybody else want to chime in on this?
Yeah.
No.
I honestly think
women don't need to properly empathize with men's experiences. Not at all. First of all, everybody needs to understand the difference between empathy and sympathy. A lot of people don't know the difference. So for those, I know everybody on the panel knows, but for those that's watching the show, empathy is when you feel me. Sympathy is when you understand my pain, but you can't experience it yourself. Everybody on this panel knows what it's like to get kicked in the balls. We know what it's like to get hit in our nuts. Right now, we just got to imagine everybody. And if I just got kicked in the nuts right now, every brother on this panel will be able to empathize with me. Women, I just want you to sympathize with me because you know I'm going through some shit right now because my nuts is hurting. But you can't empathize with me because you're not a man. Empathy is when you feel me and you understand and you have or potentially can in the future experience what I'm experiencing. Sympathy is when it's like, damn, I can't, a woman's menstrual cycle and the cramps that she goes through. Us men, hey baby, what you need? You need a hot towel. You need to get you some Midol or some Tylenol or some Advil. I know I can imagine what you're going through with those cramps, but I don't know what it's like. So I'm sympathizing with her because I can imagine that pain, but other women can empathize with her. So when the question is asking, should women empathize with the shit that men go through? I don't expect that from women, but I do want women to understand what we're going through, and we can't even get that. I realize that you don't know what it's like to be a man and for us to get out there and do, that's the reason why women can just dismiss men so easily, because you don't empathize, but you also are not sympathizing with the shit that we go through, which sucks. Now, there's a good chunk of women that do, but the ones that we're talking about tonight don't. So I don't expect women to empathize with men's experiences without centering themselves when they listen, because there's no, I can't imagine. They don't understand. They in their brain, they don't know why the lights are on and how the house got built and how this microphone works and why, everything got delivered to them after they just punched something in. They don't understand. They don't care how the iPhone works. They don't care about, they don't care because they don't build the shit. They don't build anything like that. Men created all of this stuff. And so that's like Rilla said, they just are like, it just works. Everything just works. Us men is like, damn, I know what it's like to be out there in that ditch digging in the rain and it's freezing cold. And I'm just trying to, bring food home. I don't expect women to do that. But I would like it for women to start sympathizing with men a lot more and understanding, even though you can't do what we do and deal with the pain that we deal with and the shit that we have on our shoulders, sympathize a little bit, and I think the relationships would go a lot smoother.
So
Shannon, that
is my mic working? Hello.
Yeah, it is. Go ahead, man. You got
it. I agree with Shannon in that I don't think empathy is needed, because he's right about the definition. Empathy is the ability to put yourself in someone else's shoes. I don't think that women could ever truly understand the weight that comes with being a man. Like, you are literally carrying and taking care of the life of a whole nother person, and fame, like especially when you got wife and kids, their lives are in your hands. That's a crazy responsibility for men that try to hold themselves in in a godly way. That's a huge weight. So I don't think that they would ever be able to truly understand how seriously men take that. What I do think they need to do is to learn how to honor their man inside of that, because when they realize the power that is in bringing honor to your man, that takes his ability to produce in the world to a whole nother level. Think about it. He's already out there working, trying his best to provide for you. He comes home to a house that's full of peace, to things are in order, kids are taken care of. His mind is now free to continue to plan how he's going to attack the next day, how he's going to add on, how he's going to build a legacy. You free him up to be able to do that. And when a man knows that his woman is behind him, submitting to him, she might not know the direction that they're going all the time or even agree with it, but she is saying, I'm putting my life in your hands. Men truly gravitate to that, and we end up outperforming because of that fact. Like, that's the thing, that's the fuel that helps us really go. So I think if more women understood what honor means and respect, then I think that would go a lot further than trying to put yourself in my shoes and understand the pain or the weight that I'm going through.
Like that. Go ahead, Trev.
Now, I was just gonna say, anybody that was ragging on Shannon analogies tonight, that one hit heavy, because you know right away when you get a kick in the sack, all of us, we're gonna be like, oh. Women, they laugh at it. They laugh at it. Every time they see it, they laugh at it. That right there is a perfect analogy, because that's pretty much how women feel in a nutshell. They laugh at our pain. It's not real to them. They just don't understand how difficult it is to actually be a man and to have everything on you. Like, we are responsible for everything. With that leadership, you get a great deal of respect, or you should get a great deal of respect. But there is hell of responsibility. And that's the part they don't understand.